And then the question is, well, independent central banks, are they really independent, or are they really just dancing a tune, and who's in control? And when you look carefully, I would argue that the central banks are part of the problem here rather than part of the solution. Now, central banks are data driven. And in the US, of course, we had another data surprise on the next slide. This is the non-farm payroll revisions dropped down by 900,000, the Biden revisions. Now, of course, they do revise these numbers quite significantly on an ongoing basis, but what it suggests is that the US economy is much weaker. The jobs creation was much slower than previously expected. As a result of that, on one hand, you would expect potentially the Federal Reserve to cut rates, and there is an expectation they will, but the inflationary pulse that we're seeing in the US and elsewhere is a lot stronger than people expected it to be. The early signs are that some of the tariffs are beginning to flow through into prices for real businesses and real people in the US. And there's more of that to come. And some of the other inflation measures are also higher too. So we are in the situation where stagflation now looks significantly more likely. And again, I would argue that the Federal Reserve and other central banks are part of the problem. They're relying on data that's not necessarily that flash. And as a result of that, they're making some really bad decisions.